Hey blues guys and gals, back with another review. Today we're going to do a little comparison between the EVH Wolfgang Special and the EVH Wolfgang Standard. Alright, we got the Special in an ash, natural finish, and the Standard in a gold sparkle. Alright, we're going to run through the specs, my thoughts and opinions on both of these. We're going to do a sound demo on the EVH 5150 iconic combo amplifier. Okay, and let's get it, y'all. Okay, skip ahead at any point in time if you feel like you want to hear something else on this video that I'm not pointing out. And if you have anything to say or comment to let me know that I've missed, leave that down below. Alright, let's get it. So first of all, I'm going to tell you I've had the Standard for about 3 months now. I'm going to say going on 3 months. It honestly took me about 4 hours setup time. Okay, this needed a very thorough setup. The store I bought it from in my city, they did not take care of a proper setup with it. They told me it would come with a setup if I wanted, but I like adjusting things myself. If you learn to adjust yourself, you're going to get a more comfortable feeling in the end, and you don't have to count on somebody else to do work that essentially you could do yourself. So 4 hours of work, like I said, into this one. I got it playing absolutely perfect. I should mention, y'all, there was one fret. Some people might be very uncomfortable if you got unlevel frets, because some people don't know how to work on them. The 5th fret right here, it was a little bit buzzy once I got the action low. So I'm assuming that's why my store had the action up a little bit higher when I purchased it, because they were compensating for that instead of actually fixing the issue. Okay, which kind of bothers me because we're paying top dollar, MSRP in these stores for this. So if you're going to get one, I would strongly suggest getting used, folks, because if you check out this Special right here, I got this for the exact same price that I paid for my Standard, but I bought this one used. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I got better specs for the same price, and this one doesn't have the fret issue that one does. So I'm assuming on the Specials you're going to get a little bit better fret work. Okay, I'm not hating on the Standard fret work because the ends are very nice. Everything is comfortable, right? There's no sharp fret ends, and all the frets were level besides this one little part on the 5th fret down here, okay? Other than that, for the neck, let's move on to more specs, okay? On this one, we got a baked maple neck, okay, which is actually like literally thrown into an oven and baked, so all the moisture content is out. And they say tuning stability, over time, and the neck is going to stay straight over time. That's the benefit of that. And I can honestly say I whammy hard on this whammy bar all the time. I'm doing squeals every day, and this thing stays in tune. I rarely have to tune it or touch the fine tuners on it. Okay, so even though that gets me to my next point here, because some people are going to wonder if you're going to get better tuning on the better Floyd Rose, because you're getting a cheaper Floyd Rose on the Standard, and you get the Floyd Rose with the D-Tuna on the Special. Okay, well, what I'm going to say, like I will reiterate what I already said, you're going to stay in tune fairly well on your Standard with a cheaper Floyd Rose, as long as it is set up well, okay? Back to what I said before, also, it took me 4 hours of setup, so you have to pay close attention to how your guitar is set up, and not always, like, sometimes that's all guitar really needs to get it playing perfect. Some people just move to the next guitar and say, oh, I don't really like that one. But if you can either pay someone that you know in your area that is skilled at doing that, or get to know your own setup, you're going to benefit in the long term a lot more from the guitars you already have. You know what I mean? You might not need to buy a new collection of guitars if you just learn to love the ones you have. So the fretboard on this one is ebony, which is awesome because that's usually only on really high-end guitars, right? And the Special is still made in Mexico. It is not a USA guitar. Okay, so the Standard is made in Indonesia, and the Special is made in Mexico. At least this one was. This was a limited model, okay? On the Standard Wolfgang, you're getting a flat top, folks. And on the Special, you are getting an arched top, okay? Now, the benefit of that, besides the cosmetics appearance, is that your bridge is able to float a little better with the arch on here. That's the way I find it. If you want it to float a little bit, the arch is going to be easier to support that. Okay, tuning stability is great on both. Playability is great on both, even though I mentioned the small issue. I feel like there is bigger fret wire on the Special. And I also believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that all the frets are stainless steel on the Special, okay, folks? That's another thing you're paying for when you get this one, as far as I know. The neck shape is a little bit different on these, okay? People were telling me that the neck shape was thinner on the standard, but I personally feel like the neck is thinner on the special. And what is different on the standard neck is it's the string spacing. That's one thing very notable about this, folks, that I noticed. The big difference about these two guitars. The string spacing on the standard, it's very close together, you know, like, so if you have smaller hands or it's a youth that's learning, the standard is probably going to be the one. And if you have bigger hands and, you know, you like to move around more and have some space there, you're going to enjoy this one more, okay? What other things can we mention? So the pots are going to be a little different. I have not delved into opening them up to check the comparison yet. If you want to see that in another video, we can do some full, you know, walkthrough of the inside of the guitar as well. So let me know what you think about that. And the neck on this one is not baked, which kind of bothered me, right? I thought I would be getting a baked one on this, but they say it is quarter sawn maple. Quarter sawn, I believe that's how it's said, and it's supposed to be a good, strong type of maple. I don't know too much about that, okay? I really love the 4 bolts on the back plate here. It looks like big bolts. Your neck's not going anywhere. You got binding on the special. At least this one does. Okay, folks? We got some binding. And what else can I say? Cosmetic wise, not too much. Y'all should know, if you've looked at the specs already, this one has the the special has the fast pots. Okay, the fast volume and the slower tone. This one has a coil split installed, y'all. That was not my doing, but that's how I purchased this used. So I thought that was another cool thing about this one. The one thing that shocked me when I bought this one, guys, we got to go back to the drawing board again, like I was saying about setups earlier, because when I got this one, I was assuming that the special was going to have a bit lower action, right? And maybe it would play a little bit better. But when I first played this, I told the guy I was buying it from, I said, wow, my standard actually has lower action. So that's got to be due to setup work, right? Okay, I got to go back to the drawing board on this, and I'm going to set this one up and get a lower action. It's got a thicker gauge of strings on here. Sometimes your gauge of strings is going to make a huge difference in your feel too. A lot of people do not think about that one. But let's get a little sound demo, y'all, and thanks for listening this far in, okay? I don't really want to cut the clip and do an in and out edit, so we're just going to get it right now. I'm going to plug it in. I got my 5150 on standby here, okay? We're just going to take it off standby, and we're rocking. Alright, starting off with the special, obviously. We're going to get a sound demo on the bridge pickup on the EVH 5150 iconic, all knobs full blast, and my coil splitter is in, so we're getting full humbucker right now. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit, folks. It's a little bit quiet for me, probably for you too. So if you got kids sleeping, get your headphones on or turn the volume down. About to get loud, folks. Just a little bit for a minute here. Alright, we're going to switch right over to the standard. Alright, folks. I feel like there's a bit of a tonal difference right now, but that could be because the strings are higher on the special. The strings are higher on the special right now, so that is meaning that the pickup height is probably further away from the strings. So I might need to lower my pickup height. That's a big difference on tonality. If y'all are thinking about switching your pickups, you need to change your pickup height first, okay? You heard it here first. Same thing. Huge pickup on this one. It sounds a little bit different to me. Let me know in the comments. Does it sound the same, folks? Tell me, do they sound the same? We're gonna go back, switch it back over to this special again, because I gotta A/B this again, folks. I hope you're staying with me the whole video, sticking by my side. You know what I mean? I don't like the viewers, that my audience, that they just click away fast. If that's you, folks, I'm not your guy. This is Blues Guy here, and we are doing a sound demo on the EVH Special Wolfgang. Let's get it. I slip it up there, folks, because like I said, I spent a lot of time setting up this standard there, so that's a good point. I'm happy I made a mistake there. Now you know I'm not BSing here. I got to set this one up. I'm very used to the playability and how this one feels, so I'm gonna try to match the action height and everything the same, and see how that goes. Might get back to you in another video. And the last thing I forgot to mention, folks, is that the website claims that the standard has EVH branded tuners, but in reality, as you can see here, folks, the special has the EVH branded tuners and the standard does not. Okay, they look the same, but the special has the EVH logo ones on them, so I don't know if that matters in quality, but yes, it is definitely not like the website says. I really like the jack placement on these. That's a good place. I don't like it in the regular Stratocasters where it's in the body, so that's pretty cool. This is basically, folks, like a hybrid between a Les Paul and a Stratocaster or a Telecaster. You know what I mean? You got your humbuckers, your scream and humbuckers, but yet you have your bolt-on neck, and it's just comfortable. It just works right, folks. I'm really enjoying these guitars, and see you on the next one.